Premier News Talk program, brought to you by Baxter Regional Medical Center, providing big city healthcare with a hometown touch. And now, down on the corner.
Good morning, North Central Arkansas and Southern Missouri. It is Friday, April 12th, 2019, and it's 7 a.m.
It's 7? We start at 7?
So, yeah, that's what it's Let's see here.
I was joking around yesterday. We had a little glitch. I understand.
Yeah, just a little.
It happens.
Oops.
Get a text like 7:02. Who's producing this?
Anybody got a director? I've got a director today.
I'm here. It's all good. It's all good.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Down on the Corner program. Dale Hoffman, your host, along with Scooter Callis, and our prayer today is going to be from Carly from Mountain Home Christian Academy here in just a minute. First, I need to tell you about Brewed Awakening Coffee, the best coffee in town. You drinking Smart Water? Oh,
no, I got a Sprite.
He was getting
this
what was called Smart Water. It didn't work.
It doesn't help.
The guy selling it is smart, $3 a bottle, but he didn't get his PhD out of it.
Do me a favor and take your left hand and hold it up like this.
Watch the screen over there.
All right, now like a baseball bat, I want you to swing it from left to right. Ready, go. Can you see the screen?
He loves messing with graphics.
Uh-oh.
Now you got to move it because you've
All
got
right,
your
now
block.
put your hand
Put
straight
your hand up there and
way
move
up. Now push it down.
Push it down. There
a
you go.
Bit more.
A little bit more.
There you go. That'll
All
work.
right, yay! Brewed Awakening Coffee, 3 locations, as you heard in the introduction. It's not in the introduction anymore, is it?
No, it isn't in the
Yeah, we got
introduction.
Backstreet Boys.
Yeah,
Anyway.
we're going to have to start talking, but next week we're going to have to start talking about them too.
Okay, yep.
All right.
Sounds good. Did
We've
we get
got a new main sponsor. We're still getting everything lined out, but we're good. We got a new main sponsor. It's awesome.
Sounds good.
This is cool.
All right, Brewed Awakening Coffee with 3 locations to serve you. Bomber Boulevard, Baxter Regional Medical Center Lobby, 62 East Plaza. Check them out at any of the 3 locations, the best coffee in town. If you're not drinking Brewed Awakening, you're just drinking muddy water. And, of course, the morning prayer is brought to you by Roller Funeral Homes right here in Mountain Home and across the state of Arkansas. 29 Roller Funeral Homes in the state with 1 in Memphis, Tennessee. And I can't say enough good things about Roller Funeral Home people. You know, talk to Charlotte, Chris, Bruce, Brad, anybody else that you can think of?
Anybody over there.
I mean, you know, when the need arises, it could be an emergency.
You want to know the difference? Just go over there and talk to one of them. You'll be able to tell the minute you start talking to them.
Totally incredible folks, yeah.
Their heart's in it. Their passion's what they do. They've got a calling for it. They're just great people.
Roller Funeral Homes, with all our respect. Today, our prayer is brought to you by Carly. She's a student at the Mountain Home Christian Academy. Yay. If you can help them financially, call them at 424-6622. They're coming up on the end of the school year.
Yeah.
I think Carly said the 16th of May, just a little over a month away, and so wow, summer break is upon us. So anyway, they take no government monies, teach no Common Core. The Mountain Home Christian Academy, right off the bypass across from Mountain Home Baptist Church. 424-6622. Are you ready to say the morning prayer?
Sure.
Okay, it's all yours.
Dear Lord, thank you for this day. I pray for all the people that don't know you, and that so everybody can be safe, and that you can heal the people that are sick, and that you can help people that aren't feeling well, and you can help people that need safe travels. And I pray for my Aunt Kristen so that she can make good choices and come home. Amen.
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 Morning prayer by Carly, who's a Mountain Home Christian Academy student. These students, I tell you what, these students come in and do things that most adults won't do. You know,
and they go right off the cuff.
And there's no rehearsal. There's no notes here. I mean, it's straight from the heart. You know, my goodness.
Great job.
Great job.
Very
proud of these students. Mountain Home Christian Academy. And, of course, this is going to be the last prayer of the school season. We won't pick this up now until about October.
We got to give her a hard time, though.
Well, you think?
It's the last prayer.
Well, why'd you do that? She's got this coupon to Old Time Restaurant. Look at that.
I'm not going anywhere with that coupon today, buddy. I've already asked my question, and I know not to mention it.
So
Her mom loves Old Time
there
Restaurant.
you go.
But,
You betcha.
but
You bet.
she hadn't went yet, so,
And
she's got to keep
what's
on.
your favorite subject in school this year?
History.
History. What part of history you enjoy?
Well, I like all of it because you get to learn about things that you haven't learned about yet.
Mm-hmm.
And you get to learn about how people got to live and how people got to work.
Can you imagine what it was like living in Mountain Home, Arkansas 100 years ago? No electric, no running water, no TV, no radios, no cell phones. Can you imagine that?
All the things we take for granted
Yeah.
nowadays. you know.
I don't know. Could you survive with that at all?
I would love if there was ever. I'd love to go back for like a week.
Yeah,
and
just
do
try.
that. But long term, yeah, I'd get all because you're so accustomed to.
You know, when your mom cooks a meal, she goes in and turns the oven on or the stove on, sits there and it heats up and you cook. Back then you had to stuff the stove full of wood and make sure the wood wasn't wet.
Yep.
It had a wood burning stove. I was in Cotter, Arkansas helping a guy one time. In 1975, there was still a house with a wood burning stove. 1975.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that. I mean, probably good cooking. Anyway, it's so good to have you here. So, anyway, moving right along. If you can help the Mountain Home Christian Academy financially, call them at 424-6622. Now we've got something really fun. Take a look at this. Brought to you by the Z Team, Bob and Linda Zadora, for all your real estate needs. This is the live shot overlooking. This is the live shot. Hint, hint.
Well, you didn't let me do the intro to it, so I've never. This is twice now that you have become
okay.
forget. No,
Okay.
no,
Rewind. We got it. We have to have the trumpet.
We can't go back.
Come on,
we can't
come on,
go back. And now,
Weather brought to you by. Brace yourself.
Weather.
The Z
hold
Team.
on. Let's see if she can do a trumpet. Can you do a trumpet of any kind?
It don't have to be in tune. His never has been.
Mine's terrible.
There you go.
There you go. Next time, do it with a little bit of
Get our
confidence.
contract. I got the pen. There you go.
Good job, though.
Morning Weather brought to you by the Z Team. Bob and Linda Zadora. For all your real estate needs, you can call them at 870-405-0793. Log on to retiretoarkansas.net. How's that? That's
Look
a live
at that
picture.
Look at how everything's greening up and filling in now. And
just 3 weeks ago, that was just kind of rocks and not
Yeah,
much. But look how much the city of Cotter has filled in. To your upper
My
right-hand
gosh.
side on the horizon would be the city of Mountain Home. The upper left horizon would be the Missouri state line. And you can barely see the bridge this morning. I mean, good lands. You know, normally it's just,
I'm gone one day, and look what happens. Everything fills up.
he's gone, Yahoo! Bloop, here it comes. Oh, the morning weather brought to you by the Z Team. For all your real estate needs, buying or selling in Missouri and Arkansas, 870-405-0793. RetireToArkansas.net. Bob and Linda Zadora, great friends, great folks. They tell you the truth, they treat you right, and they move on. And that's how they're so successful. They just brought another tractor trailer load of awards back up from Hot Springs. And so great folks. Would you like to do the morning weather? You want to do the temperatures? Can you see the screen okay? You want to do the weather? Well, let me get my microphone set up here. You got a pair of pliers. This thing's loose.
I keep telling you, you keep loosening it, you grab it and turn it.
You want to do the temperatures? Mountain Home is what temp?
42 degrees Fahrenheit.
Okay. And Flippin?
42 degrees Fahrenheit.
And Harrison?
37 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yellville?
42
kinda
degrees
chilly out there.
Fahrenheit.
Salem?
39
39.
degrees Fahrenheit.
Yep. Calico Rock?
42 degrees Fahrenheit.
And our guest today, Chris Smith, his town is Mountain View, Arkansas, and look what their temperature is.
37 degrees Fahrenheit.
St. Louis, Missouri?
Cold.
45 degrees Fahrenheit.
It's warmer in St. Louis today. Poplar Bluff
47 degrees Fahrenheit.
and West Plains
39 degrees Fahrenheit.
and Branson.
37 degrees Fahrenheit.
And I got two boys working in Watford City, North Dakota, and look what the temperature is there.
28 degrees
28
Fahrenheit.
degrees. Wow.
You notice something everywhere other than Watford City, North Dakota, Mountain View is tied with the lowest temperature on our screen. You guys are cold down there.
Yeah, kind of in that valley down there. Taking a look at the national radar, we do have some shower activity east of the Mississippi River from Louisiana, and I go, well, now I have to say west Mississippi down there in Louisiana. From Mississippi through West Tennessee, a little bit getting into Alabama and Georgia. A lot of rain in Indianapolis and Indiana and in Indianapolis today, going into Ohio, Michigan. A little bit in Kentucky. It looks like it's moving out of Tennessee.
Did you have your coffee this morning? You have
I'm
more time
working on
talking.
it. I'm working on it. I had to get that camera set up for you, so I'm running behind. I'm still.
Oh,
I'm almost ready for another cup. State of Arkansas, the Little Rock stop here. You can see not much going on in the state. Most highways are clear. 62, 412 east and west. Highway 65, Little Rock to Branson. Highway 67, 167, Batesville, Poplar Bluff in good shape. Interstates 30, 40, 49, 55, and 555 all clear at this time. The St. Louis stop. Interstate 70, Columbia to St. Louis, and then east to Vandalia and Effingham, Illinois in good shape. From East St. Louis, Illinois, east on I-64 towards Mount Vernon, looks good there. Rolla to St. Louis, the 103-mile trip there, no problems. Interstate 55 coming in from Arkansas, Sikeston, Missouri, then Cape, then St. Louis. Looks good there. I-24, junctions I-57, just southeast of Carbondale, no problems there. Southwest Missouri should be the same. Springfield, Joplin, Lebanon on 44 in good shape. I-70, Kansas City to Columbia, no problems there. On the forecast map, northwest Arkansas has got a frost advisory. Looks like there's 1, 2, 3, 4 counties. That'd be Madison, Benton, Washington, and I forget what that county is right there.
Very northwest corner.
Very northwest corner. So hopefully with the temperature being a little bit warmer, that won't happen, but nevertheless just a little bit colder. They've had some blizzard conditions, as you can see the colorful maps up here in North Dakota, Nebraska, South Dakota, Minnesota, parts of Iowa, and Wisconsin. And so for today, sunny, high of 66 tonight, a low of 46 tomorrow, 30 to a 90% chance of showers throughout the day with a high of 59. Saturday night, low of 43, 90% chance of showers continues. Sunday, a 50% chance of showers with a high of 54. Sunday night, low of 38. Monday, bright and sunshiny, 69 degrees. And Tuesday, we're back up into the 70s with sunlight and 74.
I think we got rain coming.
We got rain coming, of course, with all that rain that's been here and all the rain coming in. The drought monitors have been updated. But, of course, there's no drought conditions in Arkansas or Missouri. In I-Drive, Arkansas, nothing going on other than we have a pipe culvert failure on Highway 131 in Lee County. State of Missouri still battling the floods. I-29, I have refreshed this 400 times. They're still showing the flood stuff up there on I-29.
Jeez. Well, it's probably not flooded as much as the damage from the flooding.
Yeah, it could be.
That's what they're having work and repair.
And the morning weather, of course, is brought to you by the Z-Team. Bob and Linda Zador for all your real estate needs. You can call them at 870-405-0793. Retire2Arkansas.net. Take another look at the White River on the live shot. And the beautiful White River from Marion County into Baxter County. Beautiful shot right there. Appreciate Bob and Linda, the Z-Team, for bringing that to our attention.
What a beautiful shot this morning.
Oh, it's gorgeous, ain't it? My goodness. Community calendar brought to you by Old Time Restaurant on the Square at Mountain Home. Best lunch, best breakfast in town, Monday through Friday, 7 to 2, Saturday till 11.
You know what day it is today?
Friday.
Steak day. That's right. You get a marinated sirloin steak. You can cut with a butter knife. Hash browns, eggs, biscuit and gravy or toast, all for $8.88. Can't beat it. And for lunch, she's doing her homemade Salisbury steaks. I love those. She does a great job with those.
Yeah.
So we got Salisbury steak, 2 sides, roller cornbread, $6.88. What a deal. Try one of the homemade pies. She's got tons of homemade pies in there.
Have you ever heard of vinegar pie?
No.
When you go to Old Time with that coupon for dessert, get vinegar pie.
Carly's new favorite restaurant coming up.
Yeah,
As soon as Mom takes her.
You bet. You bet. Vinegar pie.
Give Bob a hard
You'd
time.
be surprised how good it is. Community calendar. What do we have here? The AARP driver safety classes for May 2019. May 4th, 8 to 12 at Eastside Baptist Church in Mountain Home. May 6th, 9 to 1 at Maruck Family Center on Aging. May 18th, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Good Samaritan Society. And on May 12th, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Van Mater Senior Center at 1101 Spring Street in Mountain Home. What if we're going to talk about stopping at stop signs? You know, there merely is suggestion right now in the city.
Yeah.
You know, and blinkers.
Yeah.
You know, you can turn left with no blinker and don't even stop at stop sign. Maybe they'll cover that.
Yeah. Okay.
No comment.
Keep moving on.
The
Next.
junior.
Next.
We're gonna get in trouble, ain't we? The Junior Auxiliary Egg Hunt Mountain Parks and Recreation Spring Carnival is set for tomorrow from 11 to 1. The egg hunt starts at 11 a.m. at Cooper Park. On the east fields, immediately following the egg hunt, the Mountain Parks and Recreation will host the annual Spring Carnival at the LC Salmon Zoo Center for families and youth 9 years old and under until 1 o'clock. They have carnival games and prizes, action games, inflatables, Easter crafts, face art, cotton candy, popcorn.
Now
and
this
soft
is a big ordeal for them because there is hundreds of kids that show up.
Ooh,
and
yeah.
let me tell you, what time does it start?
It's from 11.
All right, the
11 to 1.
starts at 11. Okay, so let me tell you, when that 11:01, all the eggs are found. I mean,
Yeah.
and there's hundreds of eggs out there. The kids just
like,
wow.
Yahoo,
I
you
mean,
know.
it's crazy. But you guys need to go to Parks and Recreation site. They're going to post at noon. Rather, they have to do something different due to weather. So if you are interested in going,
They're going to post noon today.
Noon today.
Yeah.
Whether they're going to be able to pull it off or not. If the weather's not cooperative,
Yeah.
they're going to, I think, reschedule or whatever. So go to their site, take a look, parksandrec.com.
And real quick, join us at the First United Methodist Church at 605 West 6th Street. Hope for All Tent City. What this is a demonstration of how homeless people actually live. There'll be a tent city from 2 to 6. Information and education about how the homeless population, how you can help, and come enjoy Stone Soup for $1 bowl. Stone Soup is luck of the draw. You get what's in the bowl. That's tomorrow from 2 to 6, First United Methodist Church on West Road.
What do you got coming up at Christian Academy?
Well, we have a few field trips.
Go ahead.
We have I have a few field trips coming up.
Good.
We're going to Wonders of Wildlife Museum and Aquarium.
Mm-hmm.
And
Well, somebody was going to the big Ark up in Kentucky.
yeah, that's 7th and 8th grade.
7th, 8th grade, yeah. That would be fun.
That's cool.
All
Well,
right.
also, we're going to Little Rock,
4.
like, to go see the governor.
Oh, good. Yeah. No, Governor Hutchinson. Yep. You'll see, in fact, the Lieutenant Governor's going to be in town tomorrow night. Get to see the Lieutenant Governor tomorrow night.
Awesome.
All right, another look at the White River brought to you by the Z Team. We'll take a quick break. Chris Smith's going to join us from the Mountain View meeting place of Mountain View, Arkansas. Coming up on 7/18.
Hold on.
Z Team.
She's got to take us to break, but you can
Okay,
go
that's
ahead and
right,
do the Z Team thing. Go ahead and say the Z Team spiel.
For all your real estate needs, the Z Team, 870-405-0793. And what camera you wanted to look at? This
Hold on. Let me switch over to that screen then.
Okay.
There we go. We're going to go ahead and bring her up front and center. You see this camera
See
right
that camera
over
right
here?
there?
You're going
Look
to
right at that camera. Say, Dale's out of coffee. We need to take a break.
Dale's at a coffee. Need to take a break.
Good job.
Be right back.
If you want the best breakfast or lunch in the Twin Lakes area, then you've got to come to the Old Time Restaurant. Voted the best breakfast and lunch for 2011, the Old Time Restaurant not only gives you the Southern hospitality right when you walk in the door, they also offer scrumptious breakfast options to curb that early morning appetite. Or stop in later in the day for a tasty sandwich, salad, or a daily special. If a sweet tooth is your guilty pleasure, you can't go wrong with the Pie Lady cooking out over 30 different types of pies. That's the Old Time Restaurant located on the square in Mountain Home.
Our old burger was only 7 ounces, but now it's 8 with brioche bun and pickles. Comes with its own steak knife, it's really that big. Your best competition is always yourself. Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back. Oh, baby, Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back. We're focused on one thing, burgers, ribs, fajitas. Just that one thing, burgers, ribs, and fajitas. We're reeling in our menu because it got out of hand. We had a moment of self-actualization. Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back. Oh, baby, Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back.
Do you know where your money goes when you give to charity? At the Salvation Army, 85 cents of every dollar stays to help those in need in our local community. Hi, I'm Captain Spaulding. The money we raise help people in the surrounding 5 counties, including Baxter, Marion, Sharp, Izzard, and Fulton. You can help by donating your unwanted items and by shopping at the Salvation Army store. Those in need get assistance with rent, utilities, sending kids to camp, and many other things. When it comes to this charity, the Salvation Army always helps those in our community.
Whether you're a professional lawnscape contractor or a homeowner in need of quality lawn equipment, Moran's Lawn & Garden has you covered. Moran's is the longest originally owned lawn and garden business in Mountain Home, with a 5,700 square foot warehouse packed full of new current year inventory for all your lawn maintenance needs. Moran stocks a full line of factory parts, and they service everything they sell, offering top names like Grasshopper, Hustler, and Country Clipper. Moran stands behind their quality service with thousands of customers using their products daily. Moran's Lawn & Garden, servicing the entire Twin Lakes area.
When I grow up, I want to save lives, like a superhero, and show up when people needed me.
When I grow up, I want to do animations. I want to create characters that can fly.
No matter what it is you want out of life, there is a path to get there.
When I grow up, I don't know what I want to do when I grow up, but I know I want to go to college.
Arkansas State University Mountain Home. Take your first step at asumh.edu.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detailed services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
Why would I recommend Hospice of the Ozarks? Because I know the people that work there, I know their hearts, and I know that their desire is to help people with the suffering and the anxiety and the things that can come with either terminal diagnosis or a terminal condition. We want them to have a peace of heart and to have a comfort and to know that someone's there to help them through that so they can enjoy the time that they have.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the Mountain Home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
$7:23, visiting with Chris Smith from Mountain View Meeting Place in Mountain View, Arkansas. So good to have some folks come up from Mountain View. Good to see you, sir.
It's been a while. Thanks for having me.
This is good to have you.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, thanks for having me up here. I appreciate it.
So Mountain View, Arkansas, it's kind of the hidden secret of Arkansas. You know, it's just...
It really is. You know, you just can't accidentally stumble on Mountain View. You have to be... purposefully driving there. It's not on the way to anything, but boy, there's some great stuff in there.
And you guys, what's cool to me is you guys always got stuff going on in the square and for the community and stuff and they're unlike a lot of towns you go to, they're very community-minded town with all the events. I mean, almost every weekend you go down to the square, there's music playing. You guys have your music going on at your thing, and it's just really cool just to go and visit, spend a weekend. I mean, you don't even have to be making a trip. Just go down there for a weekend. And
you know a good place to stay down there, Chris?
I think I do. I think I do know a good place to stay down there. Yeah. Yeah. Of course, my wife Shelley and I own the Wildflower Bed and Breakfast, and we have an 8-room bed and breakfast right there on the square. Plus, we just built 2 cottages that are handicapped accessible and pet friendly, because a lot of folks like to bring their dogs, and so we wanted to have a place that you can bring your little fur baby and stay right close to the square where you can walk to everything. So yeah, they're brand new and they've turned out really nice. We're proud of them.
Awesome.
So Mountain View, Arkansas, for folks where? What?
Yeah, Mountain View is about probably about an hour south of Mountain Home, so it's easy for folks in this area to just make a day trip.
Sure it is.
You know, a lot of folks get worried. You know, well, there's festivals. There's going to be a lot of crowds. There's never really big crowds, but even on festival weekends, well, here in 2 weeks is coming up the Arkansas Folk Festival, and I believe this is our 56th or 57th year. I can't remember exactly when, but I mean, it's been going on forever. It's easy for folks around here just to even make a day trip down there on a Saturday, and I think the weather is supposed to be 68 degrees and sunny.
Good.
Which is going to be beautiful.
Well, you got to realize when they have these festivals like this, and then they have the Bean Fest that comes up at the annual outhouse races. And,
oh yeah.
I love those. That's great. But they close down the whole square for these events. So even though there's a lot of people that come to them, there's a lot of room. I mean, it's not like you got people just bouncing off your shoulders. I mean, yeah, there's tons of people there, but they have the room for it.
They sure do. Yeah, there's plenty of room to get around there, and you know, there's also musicians everywhere. Where they have musicians on the main square, the main stage in front of the courthouse there. They'll have cloggers and, you know, all kinds of stuff going on there. But then there's also folks in the Picken Park and by the Mountain View Music Store, and so there's music everywhere, and arts and crafts. They have a lot of handmade crafts there, and they're really neat to see. So there's plenty of room to move around, and you never feel crowded. And plenty of food vendors, and so it's a lot of fun.
Is the influence of Jimmy Driftwood still prevalent?
It really is. You know, we actually, I think a lot of folks there don't really realize, but we owe Jimmy Driftwood a big thank you, because he's the one who went to Washington, got the money to provide the infrastructure. So we've got, you know, all of our sewer system, water system, the whole infrastructure for Mountain View is due to Jimmy Driftwood's pushing to get the folk center, which required all of the water treatment and all that stuff. So that's why we have such great accommodations, great places for people to come and stay, because of Jimmy Driftwood.
And what people don't realize is, and folks that know Jimmy Driftwood, when I was little bitty, I played Johnny Horton's Battle of New Orleans on
in 1814.
On a Webcor phonograph that I just got rebuilt this last year. And if you look close at the label, it says arrangement by Jimmy Driftwood.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And that hit for Johnny Horton, when was that, 1958, 1959, before he died in 1960, was arranged by Jimmy Driftwood.
It sure was. He wrote a lot of songs that people don't realize. He wrote Tennessee Stud.
Yep.
He actually wrote North to Alaska, but he didn't think it was all that good, so he just let somebody else take credit for it. And of course, it was a huge hit.
And then it became part of the movie that John Wayne. Yeah.
Exactly. And so, but he was a big influence.
I didn't know he had anything on North to Alaska.
He did. You know, that he just kind of pinned that out, and he said, I don't think it's a good song. Here you go, and gave it to somebody, and then they took off with it.
Well, one of Hank Williams' songs, I think he'd thrown in the trash, and somebody found it. I think it was Your Cheating Heart.
I think so. Yeah, that's right. That's what I heard. Yeah. But Jimmy Driftwood has, you know, there actually is a group, the Jimmy Driftwood Society, that's trying to raise money to get a statue of Jimmy Driftwood put in. I think that's a great cause.
Yeah, it would be. Yeah. So, why don't we go? It's 7:20. We can go ahead and take a break. That gives us more time after the break.
Okay.
And so let's take another look at the White River, brought to you by the Z-Team. Bob and Lynn's at the door for all your real estate needs. 870-405-0793. More with Chris Smith from Mountain View, Arkansas, right after this. When you need durable and comfortable hospital scrubs stat, you need the Uniform Shop. The Uniform Shop is the place for top quality uniforms, carrying a great selection of name brands including Carhartt, Cherokee, and Grey's Anatomy, as well as shoes from Clogs, Softwalk, and Landau, stethoscopes from Littman, blood pressure cuffs, scissors, name tag retractable, compression socks, paramedic BDUs, and Rocky boots. The Uniform Shop also offers customizing, embroidery, as well as minor alterations. Let us put you in uniforms. Shop the Uniform Shop. Take a step back in time when going to a barbershop meant more than just getting a haircut. Come into Legionnaire's Barbershop today, a unique gentleman barbershop. Get back in style from a former celebrity hairstylist and a licensed barber instructor who are trained in tonsorial arts and lock removal and happy to give you a straight razor shave. Legionnaire's Barbershop is veteran owned and operated and located at 848 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. For a full old-fashioned barbershop experience, stop by Legionnaire Barbershop today. Your car is a member of the family. It takes you where you need to go and it makes sure you are safe at all times. When a wreck or accident happens, trust the only place that will treat you and your vehicle like a person, not a number. From collision repair and windshield replacement to paintless dent repair and hail damage removal, Dent Boys can cover all your automotive repair needs and make sure you are satisfied every step of the way. Call or visit the professionals at Dent Boys today and see the Dent Boys difference.
At Connor Family Funeral Home, our goal is to provide our friends and neighbors with caring, compassionate services at an affordable price. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that offers a wide range of services to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area and provide many options to memorialize your loved ones and address all the details for a more personalized service. Where compassion and affordability meet, Connor Family Funeral Home in Mountain Home.
It's 7:31 on this Friday, visiting with Chris Smith of Mountain View Meeting Place in Mountain View, Arkansas. I'm going to let you have the mic and the camera. Tell us what you need to tell us about what's going on.
Okay, well, you know, we were just talking about a lot of the music around Mountain View. We're so blessed to have fantastic musicians from Mountain View.
While you're talking, I'm going to take a picture of that and put it on the screen.
Sure, yeah. We have not only do we have a bed and breakfast, we have a little event center right next to our bed and breakfast, right off the Court Square. It's a big red building called the Mountain View Meeting Place, and we rent it out for different events and stuff. But we also have a spring concert series, and we are so blessed to have some great musicians. We have the Pam Setzer Band, led by Pam Setzer, and has the Grand Ole Opry, a Grand Ole Opry banjo player, Danny Yancey. He's played there, and he's also played for Billy Dean. And the couple, the amazing musical couple of Kent and Becky Coffey, and of course their lead, Miss Pam Setzer. And if you don't know who Pam Setzer is, she was on Hee Haw when she was a teenage girl. She won the Nashville Star Search in the 90s. Yeah. She has been a fantastic musician around North Central Arkansas for many, many years. I don't want to say how many, because she's only 29 years old. So you know, she's not really 29, but
she's on Hee Haw.
She looks no, but she acts like she's 29. She's young and energetic, acts young and energetic, and man, they put on a great show. They play a little bit of classic country. They have some originals, but man, the musicianship there is fantastic.
Do we want to show this clip, this promo?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, we're ready, Scooter?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, here we go.
And the moon is out, I wanna head on over to the twist and shout. Find a two-step partner and a Cajun beat. When it lifts me up, I'm gonna find my feet. $25 bit, another 30 or 30 bit. Give me 30, make it 30 bit, 30 hooting me through the hood, 30 bit. Under the boardwalk, out of the sun. Under the boardwalk, we'll be having some fun. Under the boardwalk. In the morning when I rise, bring a tear of joy to my eyes and tell me everything is gonna be alright. I thank God there's a heaven and a ringing in my soul, and my soul set free. Can't you hear Jerusalem? Oh, that watermelon hanging on the vine. Here we go.
All right, we're back.
Wow, there you go. How's that for some entertainment?
Boy, it's hard not to sing along there to some of those good old songs, isn't it?
I got caught singing a little bit. I got caught.
Boy, I tell you what, they are a great band. We're so fortunate to have them, and they'll be here those April 27th, May 25th, June 29th, and July 6th. And you could buy advance tickets online at Mountain View. I'm sorry, the website is mvmeetingplace.com, and just go to show tickets, and you can buy advance tickets there. No extra cost. It's not like you go on these ticket websites. It's just the same cost for getting tickets there.
We can throw this up on the screen now.
Already did.
This is kind of a crude picture, but you can see my keyboard in there too. But the Pam Seltzer Band we just showed you there. Then we have the Arkansas CME Award nominee. Who is that right there?
That is Lee Street Lyrical. It's Buddy Case and Casey Penn. They are nominated for Acoustic Act of the Year by the Arkansas Country Music Association, and they are absolutely amazing. Buddy Case has won. He took second place in the National Thumb Picking Championship. He's a professional guitar player. Unbelievable guitar player. And Casey Penn, she plays the fiddle and the guitar, and she just has one of those smooth voices that you could just listen to all day. And she is absolutely amazing. She sings a couple of Anne Murray songs.
Really?
They have some original
Snowbird.
She sings Snowbird, and she sings You Needed Me, and then they have they do Rainy Night in Georgia, and I tell you that, whoa,
Really?
wow, you talk about a
And
good
they're
rendition.
there tomorrow.
Yeah, actually they are tomorrow night at 7 p.m., April 13th. And so you can come all the shows start at 7 p.m. We'll open up about 6. So yeah, you should get there. A little bit early. We have general seating, so there's no reserve seating. Just come on in, and we'll be serving. We'll have popcorn and sodas and all kinds of stuff, all kinds of refreshments there.
And then the Clark Family Trio will be there a week from Saturday.
The dates have changed since I made this poster.
Okay.
They'll be Pam Setzer Band is actually going to be. They've switched dates, so I forgot to mention that. But yeah, Pam Setzer Band will be there April 20th, and the Clark Family Trio will be there April 27th. So they just switched. Miss Sally from the Clark Family Trio had to go to prom, so we didn't want to keep her from going to prom. So yeah, so they switched, and so the Pam Setzer Band will be there Folk Fest weekend, and then the Clark Family Trio. Now let me tell you about the Clark Family Trio.
Okay.
I had several people that said, "Oh, you got to get the Clark Family Trio. You got to get the Clark Family Trio." And I said, "Oh, well, Clark Family Trio, that sounds like a nice little family gospel band or something like that." I was wrong. They came for a practice, and they played Blue by LeAnn Rimes, and this Sally, she has got an amazing voice, puts LeAnn Rimes to shame.
Really?
And they have a tight harmony. They played Crosby, Stills and Nash song. They played a Beatles song. They even cranked out a Doobie Brothers song. And this trio, they sound like they're a full band. Cindy Clark plays the bass. Sally Clark is on the lead vocals and guitar. And then Bill Nesbitt, he is a veteran guitar player, and he also sings vocals and is amazing on the guitar. They are just a power trio, amazing. Can't wait to have them in full concert. They're amazing musicians.
And they're the 20th.
They'll be the 27th. Yeah,
27th. Okay,
27th. Yeah, they flip-flopped. Yeah, they flip-flopped. So they'll be there the 27th, May 4th, and then June 8th. And then we also have a date. They added a date since I made this poster. There'll be a July date. I believe that it is July 27th. I want to make sure I'm telling you that. Yep, July 27th. So they'll be back on July 27th.
Then Southern Strings Bluegrass Band, May 11th. Arkansas CMA Award nominee Mary Parker.
Mary Parker is nominated for Arkansas Country Music Awards, Country Music Association Youth Player of the Year. She is a 4-state, 7-time fiddle champion. She's also a clogging champion, and she's also a flat picker champion. Now you talk about an unbelievable musician at 14 years old. She is definitely one of Mountain View's sweetheart musicians. Now take her and add Lillian McCool, who is the youngest ever national clawhammer banjo champion. unreal. 15 years old, fantastic on clawhammer and three-finger style. And then the rest of the band they have there, Isaac, who plays the mandolin, their bass player, and their guitar player. She is amazing. 5 unbelievably talented Nashville level young musicians cranking out awesome bluegrass, and that's going to be May the 11th there at the meeting place.
And where can they get the tickets again?
They can get the tickets at www.m as in mountain, v as in view, meetingplace.com. And there's a link, there's a tab there called Show Tickets. Just click on that, and you can get advance tickets there.
Awesome.
What if Nashville were to send a talent agent over this summer? Do you think that would change the face of country music?
I believe so. I think they would come to Mountain View and just be floored by the talent they have in this little town.
You know, there's talent in country music, but they all seem to be 25-year-old blonde girls.
Right, and I'm
not saying there's anything wrong with that, but that's the trend right now. It started with Carrie Underwood.
Right. Right. Well, and I think it's the look. They're not just after talent; they're after a look as well. And I guess that's just part of it. I guess everybody's visual, and but I tell you, you hear, and these kids have got that look, and they've got the talent as well.
But when you go back when I was a kid, we listened to stuff on the radio. I liked that song. I didn't know what they looked like.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And so you went to the store and you bought the record.
Right.
Nowadays, look at her. Here's Taylor Swift. Well, she's pretty. Look at Carrie Underwood. She's pretty. See what I'm saying? So there's more of the visual.
There is a lot of visual. YouTube is huge. People go to, instead of listening to a song on Spotify or whatever radio, they'll just go to YouTube and watch a video on it. And
videos, back when we were younger, and then MTV comes out.
Yeah.
And that's where the video age really started becoming popular, and then country got its channels where they did their videos, and, we've been to a lot of production areas, and they'll tell you up front, with the equipment we have, we can make anybody sound good.
Right.
What do you bring different to the table? What's, an image and being a young kids that are that talented is an image I think that they could use to build on and to grow and to, because it is an image day. I mean, that's just time it is, and
it's pure.
Yeah.
They're not. Yeah. There's no one using a pitch bender or an auto tune. They get up on that stage, and we mic it just so the folks in the back. But I mean, they could get up there with no mics.
Yeah.
And be right on.
That's amazing.
And they do. They actually, there's a lot of these kids that'll go play either at the Ozark Folk Center or Mountain View Meeting Place, and then after the show they'll go down to the Picken Park down there, and they'll just wow the crowds down there because they love playing, and it's the culture there in Mountain View that has developed a love for that kind of music.
And I want to point out, this is pure raw talent. This is not the studio New York, LA type of situations where they sit there and program it in the computer.
Yep.
Like Scooter was saying, I mean, they could actually tune his trumpet before the weather every day.
They could. They could.
Well, it's the
my
culture.
Trumpet has heart.
Well, it's the culture there in Mountain View. There's a lot of musicians that come around these kids. The public school system there has a program called Music Roots that's supported through the Ozark Folk Center. The Mountain View Music Store, Scott and Shay Poole there, who own the music store, they're big sponsors. They take donated instruments. Scott is an amazing luthier, and he'll fix them up, and they'll lend them to these kids, 4th grade to 8th grade, so they get a free instrument to borrow. They get free lessons through the school system. And so it's supported by the music community there, and it's wonderful. And there
awesome.
are many kids who have learned an instrument that wouldn't normally have an opportunity to.
What a blessing!
Yeah. When I was a kid, I'd listen to, I think, just to look at Chet Atkins. I mean, what a style! You've got Roy Clark, you've got Chet Atkins, Jerry Reed.
Yeah,
these guys could tear up a guitar. I mean, and I look back at some of the old TV shows on YouTube, but that was talent. Do you think, and I'm sure some of these kids could probably equal some of that talent in what we saw in Roy Clark and Chet Atkins and Jerry Reed, and who else was, who's another good, Mark Knopfler?
Mark Knopfler was an amazing guitar player.
Wasn't he down to Mountain View not too long ago? A couple years ago? I thought he came down there.
I don't remember. Know. But there's a lot of these kids that follow those big stars, and that's kind of their idol. Not only do they learn their techniques, but they also make some of their own.
Yeah.
They kind of add to it, bring their own flair to it, and I think that's when that brings them to that next
level. That's what the Beatles did by listening to Buddy Holly and Gene Vincent and Little Richard and who else am I missing? There were probably some Elvis Presley in there. Right. George Harrison was a huge Chet Atkins fan.
Yeah. Well, these folks who are these early influencers, Merle Travis.
There you go. 16 Tons.
Yeah,
I can forget that one.
and that little thumb picking style that he did with the little muted, that
and Les Paul.
Yes, Les Paul. Yeah, all of these folks that have developed a genre changing, actually adding their own genre to the whole music culture. I think you're seeing a new generation of kids that are doing that.
Good.
And it's changing. It's adding a more creativity. There are some folks who say there's nothing original anymore. And I disagree.
I think it's coming out of Mountain View, Arkansas.
I believe you're right. I really believe that.
And I think somebody needs to rediscover Mountain View from Nashville.
I believe so. I believe so.
We need to make some phone calls.
There was in the 80s, and of course I wasn't in Mountain View in the 80s, but I know that Grandpa Jones was there in the 80s, and you had a lot of big stars that would just come through there. They wanted to meet Jimmy Driftwood. They wanted to play there. And so you saw a lot of, they would come to Mountain View, get stuff, and take it back, and so that's kind of not so much anymore. But you still see a lot of session players, Nashville session players, like Danny Yancey. He played for Billy Dean up in Branson, and he's played at the Grand Ole Opry, and he's come to Mountain View with the Pam Setzer Band, and he sits around. He's played on our porch before. He's played down at the Pick and Park and at the music store.
It's good to see these people that have made it big and been on the big stage come back to the smaller communities and join in.
Yeah.
It is.
And I think they enjoy that. They enjoy not so much being in the big spotlight, but just jamming with some fellow musicians.
You bet. 747 coming up on 748, visiting with Chris Smith of Mountain View Meeting Place in Mountain View, Arkansas. Quick break. Be right back.
So there I was, naked as a jaybird in the shower with soap in my hair and eyes when I lost water pressure down to a dribble. I immediately grabbed my towel and dialed up Jake at JM Sales and Pump Service. Jake came right over and fixed my water pressure. Now I can take my showers with confidence. Just call Jake.
For all your sales and pump needs, just call Jake at JM Sales and Pump Service, 870-431-5445. He offers high-quality stay-right products.
Sure, all mowers cut grass, but only a Ferris mower with suspension technology can provide you with increased productivity, quality of cut, durability, and comfort. The caster wheels and cutting deck are connected to the frame beneath the suspension. This lets the deck follow the wheels as they move up and down in relation to the ground contours. Maintaining the distance between the deck and the ground results in a beautiful, consistent cut. Visit your local Ferris dealer to experience the difference suspension makes.
Hi, it's Bob and Linda Zadora. We're the Z Team at Century 21 Lemac Realty. We'd like you to meet the rest of our team.
When you are working with the Z Team, you will find that not only are they down-to-earth people, but they are trained professionals who work with downsizers, first-time homebuyers, and clients who may want to relocate to our beautiful Ozarks. Our team has agents who specialize in lake and river properties, listing and selling raw land, acreage, and all residential homes. Listing your property with the Z Team will help get it sold with unmatched Century 21 global marketing. You can find out more at retiretoarkansas.net.
If you want the best breakfast or lunch in the Twin Lakes area, then you've got to come to the Old Time Restaurant. Voted the best breakfast and lunch for 2011, the Old Time Restaurant not only gives you the Southern hospitality right when you walk in the door, they also offer scrumptious breakfast options to curb that early morning appetite. Or stop in later in the day for a tasty sandwich, salad, or a daily special. If a sweet tooth is your guilty pleasure, you can't go wrong with the Pie Lady cooking out over 30 different types of pies. That's the Old Time Restaurant located on the square in Mountain Home.
And we're back, and I'm going to look on the computer here because I got to find some. I got to find that file. Scooter, talk to you for a minute. We're so professional here.
I just encourage people that if you have not had a chance to, you guys talking about Nashville, coming in and seeing what's going on and this and that, but the average person, if you have not spent a weekend and down in Mountain View, just go down there and relax and enjoy, walk around, listen to they got bluegrass music going on all around. And the square there every weekend, and it's just awesome.
Right there. Here we go.
So I just encourage people to go out and take a trip. It's a good.
Yeah,
it's be a great, even a day trip. Be a great trip.
Well, and I'll tell you, if you're one of these folks who would like or can get away in the middle of the week, we offer a midweek special where you can come and get discount rates on, and we give free tickets to the Ozark Folk Center, so you can go to the Craft Village, and we have a free music show on Tuesday nights called Club Possum. And it's free. It's right at the meeting place, and we have some of the best musicians that come play there. And it's a real laid back, kind of like playing in your living room. And it's a fun show. All the musicians that like play at the Folk Center, they don't have to. Normally, when you play at the Folk Center, you got to play pre-1941 and all that, because that's just part of what they do. Well, they can come to the Mountain View meeting place in their jeans and t-shirts and just play whatever they like to play, and it's a lot of fun, and we serve popcorn and some Cokes, and it's great. And that's Tuesday nights at 7 p.m. We also broadcast that live on our YouTube channel. So if you're at home and feel like some Mountain View music on a Tuesday night, and if you're not watching The Bachelor or Survivor or whatever reality show that, silly reality show, just tune in to the Mountain View Meeting Place YouTube channel, and we'll broadcast live at 7 and live at 8 for each performer. This week, we were talking about Pam Setzer Band. This week, we have Pam Setzer and Brad Apple, who are two of the finest musicians. Actually, it'll be Pam and Brad, and then Charlie White, who plays guitar for Winona Judd.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to be there. And Earl Hees, who's played for Alison Krauss and for Clay Hess and the Lonesome River Band and the Cleverleys. And all four of them are going to be there this Tuesday night. So
I'm going to go visit my brother when I get off of Interstate 840 and go down the little road. I pass right in front of Winona Judd's house.
Oh, really? Oh, very
She's
cool.
got like an 8-bay garage right there.
Well, that's going to be an awesome show Tuesday night. Awesome show Tuesday.
Now, who we got here on the video?
Okay, now this is Lee Street Lyrical. This is some little samples of some of some of their videos, and they are really good. And they'll be there. They'll be here at the Mountain View Meeting Place tomorrow night, 7 p.m.
I'll roll this video real quick.
It's just knowing that the world will not be cursing or forgiving when I walk along some little track and find that you're moving on the back roads by the rivers of my memory, and for hours you're just gentle on my mind. It's a rainy night in Georgia. Oh,
you needed me. You needed me.
And the child cries for his father.
My mom and daddy taught me right. I can swing an axe and bake a pie. Way down south where the tall pines grow, that's where I'm from. Don't you know? Oh boy, watch out.
I fell into a ring of fire. It wasn't all that bad. Hey, roll on the hill, grab a load of coal, and don't you move so slow. How can I roll when the wheels don't
They'll be there this Saturday, April 13th.
Tomorrow.
And yep, tomorrow night. And then they'll be back on May 18th, May 26th, and June 15th.
Wow. So when you were younger, what did you listen to? What was your favorite? What were you?
I know I was kind of a child of the 80s, and so I listened to, now, I was one of those kids that liked Hee Haw, but I wasn't going to tell anybody I liked Hee Haw. Well, my parents, we watched, I think it was every Saturday night.
Oh, yeah.
We watched Hee Haw, and my dad was like, come on in here, we're going to watch Hee Haw. And I'm like, Okay. And then I'll be in there and I'll be enjoying the music and the fun comedy and all that stuff.
Never admit it, though.
No way. No way. I was too cool. But, I really did enjoy that. And it's funny, you come back later in life and that's when you really appreciate it. Especially now that I live in Mountain View, all those old memories just come back. And, I loved Grandpa Jones and I loved Mike Snyder and Roy Clark and Buck Owens. And although I would never admit it,
Trent. What was Trent? You may know when you were
Buck Trent.
Buck Trent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boy, that guy was good.
Yeah.
Somebody posted. There's a little Hee Haw Facebook page. Somebody posted the little duo between Buck Trent and Roy Clark. And my goodness.
And then Bobby Thompson, banjo picker.
Yeah, I don't remember him, but the name sounds familiar.
I've got a album by Chet Atkins called Super Pickers, and it's got everybody in the front cover. And I can't think. Bobby Thompson was one of them. Oh, I can't name them all. There's like 15 on that front cover.
Yeah. Now, Mike Snyder has been to the Ozark Folk Center. He's played at the Ozark Folk Center, yeah. And he's a great banjo player, and he's just a funny guy.
Really?
Oh, man, he's got that long, slow voice that tells jokes, and boy, he can tell them. When he tells them like that, it doesn't matter if it's funny or not. It just comes out funny. And but he's great.
So all of this is family entertainment, right?
Absolutely,
Good for the whole
everything is family friendly, and it's funny that we've seen parents bring their kids, and I'm always nervous about kids that come to these country shows because it's not the cool thing now, but they end up having a good time. You can see them up clapping and singing along to these old songs, and they just have the best time.
I was country when country wasn't cool, right?
That's right.
Thank you, Barbara Mandrell.
That's right. That's a good old putting peanuts in my Coke.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Have you done that?
No, I never did.
I never did, but I've seen a lot of people do it.
Boy, my mom used to, though. She put peanuts in
But we think of the heritage, and it's good to see what's coming out of Mountain View because I've got Sun records like you've never seen before, of all those Carl Perkins, Johnny Cash, Elvis Presley. Trying to think. Billy Adams was on there. Charlie Rich. I got Charlie Rich on when he started at Memphis.
Yeah, you hear a lot of the old classic, but you hear also, the Ozark Folk Center keeps they're very good about keeping that old traditional mountain music, and that came from, and it originated in Ireland, Scotland, came across through the mountains.
I didn't know,
a lot of that old time music. You're talking about Whiskey Before Breakfast and Arkansas Traveler, all of those old songs that have come from the Celtic origins and then into the old time.
Old Dan Tucker,
yeah, all those old songs, and Mountain View is about keeping all of that alive.
Just under 2 minutes. Final thoughts. Hey, thanks for being here. I'm glad we got together.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it. It's been great.
Final thoughts.
Yeah, we have a lot of classic country there, but Mountain View is a great place. They have concerts in the caves. We have a dulcimer in the caverns coming up in July with a mountain dulcimer and hammered dulcimer in the acoustics of the cave. We have, of course, caroling in the caverns. There'll be sell tickets for that. Amazing. And that's also Pam Setzer and her band played in the caves. There's the Ozark Folk Center. It's a great place to visit. They have great music, amazing handcraft artisans that do handmade crafts there, and it's a great fun for the whole family. I had to plug Loco Ropes. They swinging through the trees, and also horseback riding. There's tons of stuff to do there.
A lot of fun.
Great place.
Mountain View, Arkansas is about 45 to 50 minutes. Well, let's say an hour from Mountain Home. Highway 5 South. Very simple directions. Yeah. How can people get a hold of you?
They can go on our website at either the meeting place, mvmeetingplace.com, or our Wildflower Bed and Breakfast, wildflowerbb.com. And also we do some reservations. There's a little place called the Naughty Squirrel, which I have to give them a little plug because they have new cabins. They're wonderful. And you can catch that at ozarkmountainlodging.com, and that's mountain abbreviated MTN.
And with that, we're going to wish everybody a happy weekend. Enjoy the rain over the weekend. See you on Monday.